good morning, good evening, good night, whatever time of day it is where you're located. It is a beautiful day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Welcome to More on the Road with Bernard Moore III, presented to you by More and More Sports Management. Nothing but more is what we're definitely all about. Got a great show lined up for us this evening. Finna talk to some special guests that'll be joining me soon. It's a young sensation coming up, the future, whatever you want to call it, but I think it's the future. So we're making preparation for today for the future. Joining me today is a good friend of mine, whom I would say that we kind of we kind of mentored each other a lot. Now I'm not speak with him. I'm gonna speak with his son. His son is the future. Like I was telling you, now we're gonna look at the future right now. Talking with Caden Bryant. How you doing today, Mr. Bryant?
Good.
Good. All right. Well, now I know your father. I know you probably hear a whole lot of stories with him about how he was in high school, how he was in college. But I had the opportunity to play against him. Well, no, we didn't play against him in high school. I ran track against him in high school because they were too afraid to play against us in high school. But we ran track against each other because I know that they want to play. We wanted to play against them so bad in high school, but they were afraid to play against us. I don't know for what reason. But we reunited back up there at Jackson State. He was a junior. I was an incoming freshman. Now I know he probably shared a lot of stories with you. Some of it's true, some of it's not. Now I know he kind of adds some extra things on there, like how he wasn't the top corner in the conference, how he wasn't the number one uh was a special team field goal blocker, how he wasn't one of the best special team players that we had. Now I know he probably told you he wasn't all those things, but he was. Now, Mr. Bryant, now tell me about yourself, Caden.
12 years old. I go to Germantown Middle School. I play baseball, basketball, and football.
Now you're playing all of those type of sports. Now, which one are you the best in?
Baseball.
Baseball. And I see that you play first baseman and third base.
Yes, sir.
I know I play baseball too. Now I play all the position, but shortstop was my favorite position. I don't know why, but I just love shortstop. I didn't too much care for first base though. But hey, you do what you're supposed to do. Now I know that you're taking a trip up to Cooperstown, New York, to play in the Little League World Series.
Yes, sir.
How does that make you feel?
Feel good.
Now I know that your dad posts a lot of videos of you working out, and some I know he got some of the ones you got you following. Now you don't work too hard. You back in the backseat sleep. Do you think the way that he's pushing you, or the words of encouragement provided, you going and help you to excel to be the best player that you can be at your sport?
Yes, sir.
Now I know he probably stated to you that hard work pays off. So now you got to put in the time and effort so that you can be one of the a top player to come out of Germantown. I'm not sure if Germantown has had a baseball player come. I think they have, but to come out of Germantown to be a top baseball player because they can take you right out of high school. Is that your aspiration to make it to the major leagues, or you want to play in the NFL or the NBA?
The MLB.
Now, you have what you're an incoming eighth grader, or you're going to the ninth grade.
I'm going to the seventh grade.
Okay. Now, with the training that you're going to right now, because again, I know your dad has pushed you because we pushed each other when we played at Jack State. We had to that for us to be successful. Do you hate it sometimes when he take you out the practice? You want to go home and go to sleep? Be truthful now. He ain't gonna run too much. Be truthful.
Yes, sir.
So, do you want to tell him, Dad, sit down somewhere? I'm tired. Let me rest.
Sometimes.
But when you still get up and do the work, do you feel say, hey, I know my dad wants the best for me. He wants me to be the best.
Yes, sir.
Now, now do you beat him up? Do you wake up before him sometime to ready for workout, or he have to come wake you up?
I wake him up.
Come on now, 260. You gotta. They said the early bird get the first worm. Now, Judge, you got to beat him up before the rooster crows.
I'm old now. I done got up early. It's his turn.
Now, what type of nutrition are you putting in your body? You eating a whole lot of fast food and stuff, or you eating some good lean meals to help produce a good body that can withstand playing? You want to play Major League Baseball, playing 160 plus games a year.
I don't eat any fast food, but like on like Pacific days.
Okay. Do you drink a lot of sodas and eat a lot of candy?
No, sir.
Now, once again, your dad 2 6. Do you give him some of the room sandwiches?
He gets some bologna sometimes, but most of the time we try to stay lean meat, turkey, chicken, steak every now and then. A lot of water, a lot of Gatorade. You know, he can tell you he a track athlete too. He run the
Yeah,
200 and the 400.
yeah, I see that. I was gonna get to that. I said he's 5'11", so man, he about taller than me right now. And I'm hold on, how old am I? I'm in my 40s, so and you just 12. So where do you get your height from? 'Cause I know, man, your dad's around about the same height. Where do you get your height from? 'Cause I know I wasn't no 12 years old. I was what 5'8", I mean 5'6" when I was 12. Where do you get your height from?
Going to sleep and my vitamins.
Hey, well, that's a good answer. You're right. That definitely will help you to develop into a stronger body. Now, with you being in middle school, I know the summertime kids want to take vacations. They want to sit at home and play video games all day. They probably want to go to the park or they want to run in the streets and play with their friends. Are you missing your friends at this particular moment because you know that you're trying to do something to better yourself, or you say, "Hey, well, if my friends want to advance, they need to advance with me."
During the summertime, I don't really like care what my friends do. I do what I gotta do to get better.
All right, so well, with you in the middle school, you're looking forward to this upcoming football season. I know that you're playing baseball right now, but football season is just right around the corner.
Yes, sir.
Now, I'm gonna tell you a saying that my college coach told us our first day of practice.
Mm.
Don't start laughing, 2 6. Our coach came in first day of practice. He said, "Guys, tell your girlfriends, your mamas, your baby mamas, your mistress, hello, baby, bye bye, baby. It's football season." And so, with him saying that, he wants us to just strictly focus on football right now. Are you focused on playing sports right now? I know that you're playing in baseball right now. Are you fully focused on baseball, or you dibbling dabbling in baseball, going to football, then playing basketball, then running track? Or so, are you mainly focused on one sport right now?
Baseball.
All right. Well, hey, well, that's definitely what it needs to be. So you focus on the sport that you're playing right now, so that you can continue to be the best at it. And so again,
Yes.
we're talking with Kate and Brian, the future. The I'm gonna just say the future because he's just in middle school and you can see his attributes of what he's producing. 5'11", 155 pounds just in the 12th grade, just in middle school. That you have potential to be bigger than that. Now I know you're gonna be taller than your dad because I said me and him the same height, and I'm about 6 feet 6'1", and you just at 12. How do you
Yes.
feel learning about your dad's passing and your uncle's past and what they have done in sport? Does that encourage you to say I need to do better, or does that give you drive to say, hey, I want to be on the same level with them?
Their stories made me feel encouraged on what I need to do in life.
Now, see, I don't know if your dad shared his baseball story with you like that. He was a pretty decent baseball player too. So does he kind of encourage you say, hey, you want to definitely focus on baseball?
Sir.
I said with your dad, or was it? He was a good. I'm not gonna say he was the
What he said.
outstanding baseball player, but he was a good. He was a good baseball
Doc, you went
player.
out.
No, I'm still here. Can you hear me?
He went out.
Can you hear me? We're having some technical excitement right now, but hey, that's just all about today's technology. Like I said, we're talking with the future, but like I stated, you want to prepare the future for its best. Let me go back into it and see is everything good. 2 6, can you hear me?
I'm happy.
Can you hear me now? 2 6, two
Doc,
six.
you
Can you
went
hear
out.
me? Can you hear me? I know that's the exciting part about you can not get it sometimes, but I definitely like I said though that is an outstanding the attribute of the young man. Let's see if we can get him back. 2-6, can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you.
Okay. Now, what I was saying though about, and I said your dad wasn't a great baseball player. He was a good baseball player. Now, with you, like I said, with you excelling in baseball, going to play in the World Series, things like that, do you feel comfortable with saying that, hey, Dad, I'm gonna be better than you in baseball? Because I know, like I said, now football, he was a great football player. I said he still holds a couple of records at Jackson State. But do you feel that you're gonna be a better baseball player than he was?
Yes, sir.
But with you also running track, how does it feel for you to participate in all those different sports, that four sports, and as well as you have to maintain a certain grade point average? How does that
Yes,
make
sir.
you feel that you got to study, get better at your craft, as well as continue to do your chores at home and keep good grades?
I do. I do. Work, schoolwork come before anything first, any sports or anything else.
But what's your favorite baseball team?
The Yankees.
So everybody pinstripe. So I guess Aaron Judge, your favorite baseball player.
Yes, sir.
Who's your favorite football player?
Travis Kelsey.
So you play tight. Yeah, I saw that your dad said you play tight end and free safety.
Yes, sir.
Now with the tight end stuff, now there's no actual tight end per se. They're more what they call hybrid players. So are you one of those type of players as well? No, they can play anything that the coach line you up at.
Yes, sir.
Now I know your dad don't. I know you probably not gonna answer this question now. Do you have a girlfriend?
No, sir.
Not yet.
But now I will. Like I stated, like our college coach told us the first day of practice, our first meeting, that as they say, that will come. You focus on what you're trying to do right now because you don't have to worry about trying to focus on no girl. Focus on getting your schoolwork. Focus on getting better athletically. Focus on getting better as a young man. Focus on getting better as a child, as a son. Focus on getting better in any aspect that you can. The girl's gonna come, so don't focus on that. Now, main thing I would say, just continue to do your schoolwork. Get better at what you're doing at the different positions you play because I know that your dad's gonna continue to push you because that's how we did when we played in college. We pushed each other to be better than what we were. So I know that you finna get ready to go to practice, man. No, hey, 2-6, you know how we operate. Anything I can do to help him excel, get his information out there. We definitely all for it, man. I really do appreciate your time, Katie. Hey man, good luck. Again, we can definitely be out there rooting for you.
Thank you.
All right, no problem.
Hey,
Have a
thank you.
good one.
You
All right, no
too.
problem, 2-6.
All right now.
Yeah, that was Caden Bryant, a son of Kenny Bryant, former defensive back for. I know we kind of went back and forth with the Cincinnati Bengals. They go who dat, who they. It's something like that, like how they do in New Orleans with who that. But I think it's who they up in Cincinnati, Ohio. And I think they said they were the first one. They kind of tagged that. But hey, I'm not focusing on it right now because I'm a 49ers fan, so I'm not worrying about the Saints or the Cincinnati Bengals, whatever they do. I'm not worrying about them. Focus on the San Francisco 49ers. But talking with and like I said, talking with the young man, Caden Bryant, 12th middle school young man going to the 7th grade. The thing I'm proud of what he's doing. He's focusing on the things that he's trying to do with his athletic ability. He wants to get better in baseball. He wants to get better in all the different sports. So I'll definitely say no. Good luck to him. The Good luck to him. I wish him well on becoming better at what he's doing. I guess 2-6 trying to he wants to get better, and I really think that that's the way that you should go. Start out young and continue to just be there for him and support him and whatever he does because that's what a father is for. No, like I said, I applaud Kenny Brown. Said we played collegiate ball together at Jackson State. I applaud him. He's still in his young man's life and continue to push him. I know as a father of young athletes, especially young men, like I said, now you can probably hear my son them right now. They're in the gym working out. But I'm out here talking to y'all right now. So I'm gonna talk with y'all for a little bit, then I'm gonna go finish working out with them. Again, this is a More on the Road with Bernard Moore the third, presented to you by More and More Sports Management, nothing but more. Is definitely what we're all about. To learn more information about what we can do, you can definitely log on to our website. Man, I got excuse me, we got this new stuff going on around here now. It's kind of exciting though, but they want you to do use this stuff. So thank you so very much. Restream for what you guys are doing. But log on to the website to learn about more of what we can do and what we do as well here at More and More Sports Management. That's a lot of fun. So again, we're here in the gym right now working out, getting set, get ready for some basketball. Football season is here. So we're getting set and get ready. But definitely want to talk about the things how we can make an impact in the youth's life. Just be involved. Just be there and support them in whatever that they're doing. Just don't what's what I'm saying. Just don't just say, "Hey, no, that's my son." Definitely be involved and listen to some of the talk with them, converse with them, see what's going on with them in their life because I know that they're faced with so much stuff. But they say that we don't know anything because y'all don't live life. So I can say yes, I have lived an exciting life, and it's very exciting sometimes that we want to make sure that the next generation don't make the same mistakes that we've made. So yes, that's why we're definitely involved in their life. But I know as growing up, I didn't want to listen to what my parents had to say because they were probably saying some stuff. I'm look like y'all don't know what y'all talking about. So I totally understand where they're coming from with that because I was the same way growing up. I can tell my mother, she got on my nerves sometimes. My dad got on my nerves sometimes, telling me something like, Doc, do this, Doc, do that. Man, what are y'all talking about? Leave me alone. You don't know what you're talking about. So I can say yes, I felt that way, but I'm glad that they stayed on me for them for me to be the young man that I am today, and continue to help the generations behind because as being a mentor, as being a educator, as being a coach, as being a teacher, as being a mentor, as being all those things to help to impact those individuals that we're working with. So definitely be involved in the lives, whether it's a young man or young lady. They definitely need something positive in life because you can see that we got individuals going in the wrong direction. Just recently, a couple of days ago, three teenagers, I want to say two was 17, one was 16, shot and killed a young man that was working. A man that was out there doing his job. He was hired to be a security officer at a gas station, and the man was just doing his job. And they had to come try to take his gun. They could have took his gun and ran and left, and hopefully that the officer or the security officer would have reported that his gun had been stolen, so that he would not be held accountable for anything that was negative that about to take place with that gun. But they killed the individual. They're so afraid that they're gonna probably try to take someone's life because they may think they may come back and take theirs. Now they have been captured, so kudos to JPD and all those that were involved to catching those individuals. Now we hopefully that the court system will take its place and they'll be held accountable for what they've done. Now they just threw their life away. Three promising young men just threw their life away because they wanted to try to take someone's gun. If you want a gun, first you have to be over 21 years of age. Go out and earn the money to purchase a gun. Go legally buy. Go get you documents showing that this is your gun and have the right to carry that gun instead of going take somebody else's gun, walk around with a gun that doesn't belong to you, that's possibly tied to some other stuff, some other negative stuff. But now you just done threw your life away. So I would advise, no, my prayers and heart goes out to those young men as well as their family. I pray for them strength, peace, and comfort. But stay away from the nonsense. It's just a bunch of foolishness. Stay away from the nonsense. It just doesn't make any sense, to be honest with you, which it doesn't. I don't understand why they do such things like that. I just don't. But like I said, it is what it is, what it is, what it is. So I just continue to pray for them. I pray that they they ask God for forgiveness. I know God will forgive them, but I pray that they ask God for forgiveness so that they can come out to be productive individuals once justice has been served. And I pray that they find comfort. I pray that they find strength and peace in themselves. And I pray and I hope that they apologize to first to themselves, then to the victim family, then to their family, and then to the community. Because I don't know exactly what we are doing right now. I don't know. It's sickening. It's frustrating. It hurts sometimes to see when you turn on the news, especially see someone that does something, but then you look at their age. It's like, come on, huh? This is supposed to be in school for just like we was talking with the young man. He's in middle school. He's preparing for a good he's preparing for a good future in baseball. He's putting in the hard work right now. Like I said, you work hard early, then you get to relax in a lot of days. Like those individuals that are retiring, they put in the hard work at the early age, so now that they can enjoy the fruits of the labor, just like a gardener. I don't have a green thumb. I don't. My thumb is just as white and clean as can be. But I know those individuals that plant fruit trees, that plant vegetables, that plant different type of things that they plant, flowers, the roses, all this stuff. Like I have a young man that I work with. He planted a plum tree, and like for the past few weeks, he's been bringing some plums to our show when we do Talking Sports Live at Full Moon Barbecue in Madison, Mississippi. He brings some plums, and plums are good. I'll probably take them out in probably about a half a day. Uh, and I asked him, when did they plant a tree? Oh, he was said about 8 or 10 years ago, and they just really started producing fruit about 4 or 5 years ago. So you see, it takes time, and they actually some good plums. They're good. So sometimes the best does takes its time, but you have to put in the work as well as be patient with it so they continue to grow. So if you want success, it's not going to come overnight. You're gonna have to put in the work. Like I stated, I don't know if you probably can hear that you hear a coach and they're coaching right now, coaching a few players in basketball, so that they can continue to get better at their craft. Uh, it's gonna take time. You got to put in the work for it. That's you can ask any successful athlete that it takes time, put in the work to get better. So I challenge the youth out there that are looking, that are listening, or you can the adults that are looking and listen to this as well. Share with the youth, say, hey, that it takes time, that we have to be patient if we want success. Now, sometimes success does happen overnight. That type of success is have to be very careful with that because it does happen overnight. And if it happened overnight, sometimes that it can be, as we say, a little ugly because there's going to be some some tricks up under the sleeve behind that sometimes the success overnight. So definitely be careful with that success overnight. Make sure that you're cautious about what you do. Now, I know that we have a lot of stuff going on here right now, especially within the city of Jackson, within Hines County, within the state of Mississippi, within the southeast region of the United States, then within the United States of America, within this whole world in itself. I ask you just continue to believe in yourself and what you do. I'm not trying to insult anyone's religious belief or throw anybody religious on, not trying to throw anybody religious on, not trying to throw my religious on anybody, but just make sure that you believe in your God and don't try to push your God up off on anybody else in their God. Just kind of learn how to work with each other because the God that I serve, that He's not no judge of man. I can't judge you because if you believe in this type of God, if you believe in this type of person. My thing is that I'm just still gonna continue. Excuse me. They're gonna show you respect and treat you with respect because I expect for you to treat me the same way. So don't be those individuals that try to definitely push and force your religious belief on individuals. Just talk with them and hopefully that they can understand the way that you're coming from, that you can understand where they come from as well. So don't be that one to try to say, hey, your way is the only way to go. There are hundreds and thousands of different religious beliefs, but there's definitely one God that I know of, my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, the Heavenly Father with the Holy Spirit that has made me who I am today, that has brought me out through the valley, and through the trials and tribulations, but has continued to give me strength and encourage to do what I need to do. So again, I'm not trying to push my religions off on you, and I hope that you can respect my beliefs as well as I respect yours. Whew, boy, I said a whole lot to say a whole lot of nothing, man. But again, this is more on the road with Bernard Moore, the third presented to you by More and More Sports Management. Nothing but more is definitely what we're all about. Now, I definitely want to get and talk with you guys about some things that are about to take place soon. Let me go over to my magical screen. Hey, this is our logo, More on the Road. But I definitely want to talk about some of the things that we have going on coming up. July the 27th, 2024, the annual Old School Hoop Fest. So I'm inviting all my former alum, former players, ladies and gentlemen of the Bailey Magnet Knights, ladies and gentlemen of the Forest Hill Rebels Patriots, ladies and gentlemen of the Lanier Bulldogs, ladies and gentlemen of Provine Rams, ladies and gentlemen of the Callaway Chargers, of the Jim Hill Tigers, and the Murrah Mustangs and the Wingfield Falcons. Come on out to the annual Old School Hoop Fest taking place July the 27th at Lanier High School, 833 Maple Street in Jackson, Mississippi. Tip off for the ladies is set for 5 p.m. It's a free admission. Donations are welcome. For more information, call myself 601 260 3509, or you can email. I don't know why I put contact, but hey, you can email contact at mms-management.com. Don't hit that QR code because I think it's deactivated right now. Or you can log on to the website and sign up for more information. Definitely come on out and support. Again, it's free admission, but we're just still requesting donations for this event. Possibility we'll have a school supply drive in it as well. I'm of one that I don't want to do school supply drive and give the supplies to the students. We forget about the teachers because teachers need stuff at those schools also. So again, we kind of forget about the teachers at the school because a lot of them sometimes they dig into their own resources, their own pockets, and buy school supplies for some of the scholars. So that's what I'm looking at. If you definitely want to donate something, we do are taking financial donations so that the proceeds from this game will go to JPS Athletics so that they can continue to do what they have to do. We're providing resources and materials, things for the coaches and our scholar athletes. So definitely come on now. Let's hoop. Let's socialize. Let's have fun, fellowship, all that good stuff. Again, at the annual Old School Hoop Fest, July 27th at Lanier High School. Following that, then we have our Holy Patrol Hoops, Unity of Law and Religion on the court. The purpose of this game is to unite the law enforcement and the religious believers on the basketball court because I like sports. Sports is a game of unity. It can bring unity. It can bring communities together. It can bring individuals together. And this proceeds from this game will go to Operation Shoestrings because I really didn't understand exactly what Operation Shoestring was about. The only thing I thought that they were just a food pantry, but they are much more than my ignorance of what they do. So I learned about what they do, and I like what they're doing, and we're just here to support them on behalf of More and More Sports Management and my foundation, in which I am starting up as well. So definitely come on out to the Holy Patrol Hoops game. It's the second annual Holy Patrol Hoops, which will take place August the 4th at Hillcrest Christian School, 4060 South Sawyer Road in Jackson, Mississippi. Tip off is set for 3 p.m. I have two professional teams that will participate in it. One, you probably know, the SEBA Lady Phoenix. They will participate, and I have others, but I just want to make sure I speak with them and confirm before I definitely go ahead and mention it. But definitely come on out. Admission is $10 again. The proceeds from this game will go to Operation Shoestring. It will be a men and a women's game that day, August the 4th, here at Hillcrest Christian School, which is a Sunday. So once you get through sing, praising the Lord, come on now and just unite and shoot some hoops. But I also wanted to ask you guys to join us at Talking Sports Live. We're live every Wednesday at 6 p.m. at Full Moon Barbecue, 1935 Main Street in Madison, Mississippi. So definitely come on out, get a sports taco flavor, as well as a dip of barbecue sauce. Come on now every Wednesday from 6 to 7 p.m. at Full Moon Barbecue in Madison, Mississippi. Now, speaking of Full Moon, I want to give them a shout out for what they're continuing to do in support of what we're doing with More and More Sports Management. Full Moon Barbecue of Madison, 1935 Main Street, Madison, Mississippi. 601-853-1712 to call in your order. The order, give it at least between 8 to 10 minutes when you call in. So when you call in, be ready to pick up and be ready to eat. But I would advise, if you're going to eat, I would say sit in and eat or get to your location and eat. But I really doubt if you go through the drive-through and yeah, that smell hits you, I really doubt if it make it to the destination because you're probably gonna try to eat it in the car. I know I've done it quite a few times, so I am, what am I trying to say? I am a victim of the smell, and I was tempted to eat, and I waste some stuff on my clothes. Actually, I waste some stuff on my clothes when I actually wasn't driving. I was sitting at home and I waste some food on my clothes eating full moon. Yep, did that. So hey, not proud of it, but I've done it. So definitely be careful when you have your full moon barbecue. I would just say go ahead and sit down in the restaurant and eat and treat and enjoy the festivities within the restaurant where you can watch sports and multiple different TVs and sit down and fellowship and socialize with the guests and have a little fun. But most important for those that are hosting business meeting or family reunions or family gatherings or just you have 10 or more people together and y'all want somebody to carry your food, contact Full Moon 601-466-7713. Let them know that you heard it on More on the Road. They'll probably give you extra biscuits. So definitely check out Full Moon Barbecue. They have some great food, good stuff down at that way. Full Moon Barbecue, 1935 Main Street. Again, this is More on the Road with Bernard Moore III, presented to you by More and More Sports Management. Nothing but more is definitely what we're all about. This is going to be kind of abbreviated show because we got a whole lot of exciting things to do today. But I really appreciate you guys for joining me. Much love to you guys. But I got to give my more moment. Okay, now I forgot what I'm supposed to do with my more moment. Let me go ahead and give you my more moment. So give me one moment. All right. Speaking of more moment, there's a lot going on in the world today. I would advise that you definitely don't continue to consider yourself to be strongly and part of it. Don't be a part of the negativity that's going on. Definitely be a part of the positive thing that's going on. So be careful of what you're doing. Be mindful of what you're doing. Because as the word says, the enemies comes out to kill, steal, and destroy. Someone may try to get you to stoop to their level, but always stay a level above. Do what is right in everyone's eyesight so that you continue to live a free and happy life. Much love to you guys. Thank you for joining me for the more moment. All right, so now we're through with that more moment. Welcome back to More on the Road with Bernard with the third, presented to you by More and More Sports Management. Nothing but more. That's how you got to bring joy and laughter into this today's society, so you can have fun about whatever you do. I enjoy doing what I do because I do a whole lot of nothing, but I do it for who do I do it for? I don't know, but. Thank you for joining us, man. That's again, we'll have to have an abbreviated show. Got a lot of exciting things to do. We got to take care of this day. Much love to you guys. Don't know where we're going to be at next Saturday. I think I do, but I think I don't. So stay tuned for much more. But follow us on social media, all those good sites and things and stuff, whatever you're viewing us on right now. Stay tuned for much more. But hey, I got to get out of here right now. Got to go have me some fun. Got a lot of stuff I got to take care of today. Much love to you guys. 1 + 1 = deuces.